UK pensioners could soon see an extra £500 in their pockets next year. Here's why this rise might be one of the biggest in years, and what it means for you. For many pensioners, every pound matters. Rising prices, higher bills, and the constant worry of making ends meet can take a real toll. But now, there's hope. A possible £500 boost to the state pension next year could bring some much-needed relief, offering not just extra money, but a little more peace of mind. Pensioners across the UK could be in for some welcome news, as new forecasts suggest the state pension could rise by as much as £500 next year. For millions of retirees, this would represent a significant boost to their income at a time when the cost of living remains high and everyday essentials continue to stretch household budgets. The potential increase comes as part of the government's ongoing commitment to the triple lock system, a policy designed to ensure that pensions keep pace with inflation, wage growth, or a minimum rate of 2.5%, whichever is highest. This year's figures have shown higher than expected wage growth across the country, and that has triggered predictions that the next state pension rise could be one of the largest in recent years. While final numbers won't be confirmed until later this year, current estimates point to an increase of around 8%, which would mean an extra £500 annually for those on the full new state pension. For pensioners on the basic state pension, the rise would also be substantial, giving them a little more breathing room as they navigate rising food prices, energy bills, and other daily expenses. It's important to understand why this is happening now. The triple lock system has been a hot topic in political debates for over a decade, but it remains popular among pensioners because it protects their income from being eroded by economic pressures. With inflation still higher than average and wages climbing, the system ensures that pensioners aren't left behind while the cost of living climbs for everyone else. For many, the state pension forms the backbone of their retirement income, and even modest increases can make a tangible difference in their quality of life. To put it in perspective, an extra £500 a year works out to roughly £9.60 a week. While that might not sound life-changing, it can cover several weekly essentials, a few extra bags of groceries, help with heating costs during the winter, or even the ability to save a little for special occasions. For pensioners who carefully budget every pound, this rise could ease some of the financial strain that has been building over the last few years. However, there's still a degree of uncertainty. The final decision will depend on the official wage growth and inflation figures published in the coming months. If wage growth remains strong, the 8% prediction could hold, but any major economic changes before then could affect the calculation. Pensioners will be keeping a close eye on announcements from the Department for Work and Pensions, as well as the Office for National Statistics, to see how the numbers develop. There's also the political angle to consider. As the UK heads into an era of tighter public finances, some economists have questioned whether the triple lock is sustainable in the long run. They argue that such large rises in state pensions could put pressure on government budgets, especially when other public services are also in need of funding. However, with a general election on the horizon, no major political party is keen to alienate the pensioner vote, and that makes significant changes to the system unlikely in the immediate future. For now, pensioners can take cautious optimism from the forecasts. A £500 boost is not just a number on paper, it's a recognition of the challenges faced by retirees and a reinforcement of the government's promise to protect their incomes. The state pension, while modest compared to many other developed nations, remains a critical part of financial security for older people in the UK. It's worth noting that this increase would apply from April next year, when the new tax year begins. Pensioners receiving payments directly into their bank accounts would see the uplift reflected in their weekly or monthly pension payments from that point onward. For those approaching state pension age, it's another reason to make sure they've checked their national insurance record and claimed any missing credits to ensure they receive the maximum amount possible when they qualify. As we wait for confirmation of the figures, the message for pensioners is clear. There's a good chance of a meaningful increase to your income next year. In a time when many people are tightening their belts and making tough choices, the potential for a £500 rise offers a glimmer of hope and a bit more financial breathing space. While it won't solve every challenge, it's a step in the right direction and a reminder of the value of policies designed to keep up with the realities of everyday living. For pensioners, the coming year might just bring some welcome relief, and that's something worth looking forward to. This potential rise isn't just about numbers. It's about dignity, comfort, and the ability to live retirement without constant financial stress. If this £500 boost becomes reality, it could make a real difference to countless lives. For many pensioners, it's more than money, it's a lifeline.